Hey, what's up? Yeah, I need your opinion. I'm trying to come up with a funny intro for this. Nah, I'm doing the XS big dot sights. Yeah, I know. I'm getting all tactical. I know how it is. Oh, I put them on my Smith and Wesson Model 69, my new carry gun. What do you mean they're antiquated technology? Oh, how dare you sit and compare this to putting a racing exhaust on a horse and buggy? Really? You know what? You're antiquated technology. I'd like to see your plastic polymer gun in 30 years from now compared to my steel gun, and let's see who's still out there kicking. Yeah, ha ha. Yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah, thanks. Alright, so today we're looking at the XS Big Dot Night Sights. These happen to be on my L-frame Model 69 Smith and Wesson, but they do make them for a variety of different guns. So if you're looking, just go on their website and they'll tell you if they make it for your gun. So what they are, very simple. They're basically just tritium night sights. Now the front sight is a very large white dot, hence the name Big Dot. And it's got a tritium night sight, or a tritium thing in the center, and you can kind of see it there a little bit. It lights up. But I am going to put a still picture of it in place showing the light up, just so you can see it. But that's basically what they are. Now they do come with a rear sight, and they're kind of different than what people are used to, because it's kind of a very shallow V-notch and you dot the eye. I like the dot the eye part. I was not particularly fond of the shallow V-notch for my taste. I know some people love it, some people don't. Here's kind of a very simple illustration of what it looks like with the V-notch. You can go online and see much better pictures, but for my abilities, that's what I could come up with. And basically that would be your rear sight blade, and you would just line it up and dot the eye with the line, and then you would have your sight picture. For my taste, I didn't particularly like that as much as the standard rear notch, only because with shooting and having all my sights be the notch style, that's what I'm used to, that's what I like. So I just stuck with using the front sight, which is the tritium night sight part. So that's basically the part you're paying for, I guess you could say. They are on the pricey side, but most sights are, and these, they're built extremely well, so I really can't knock them too much for being costly. I believe I found them when I got them, I believe they were about 80 bucks. So not the most expensive gun accessory, but definitely you want to take the time to make sure that it's definitely a sight that you're going to like and use, given the cost. Why I'm making the video, to try and help people out and decide if that's what they're looking for, especially on the revolver, because you don't see many videos of people doing reviews on them on an L frame. So installation was very simple, especially for the L frame. All you do is take out your sight and put in, or you take out your pin, knock out your old sight. I would recommend getting like a brass hammer or a nylon hammer to do it, so you don't mar up the gun. And then you put in the new sight, line it up, and you drill it. Now make sure to use a number 55 drill bit, or I'm sorry, a number 54 drill bit, because they're very precise roll pins, and if you use the wrong size drill bit when you're drilling the new sight, you can screw up your sight, because you're gonna enlarge the hole in the frame, and you're gonna make a bigger hole in the sight, and then your roll pin's not gonna work, and you're gonna have to go find a new roll pin, which can be kind of annoying. So what I did to knock it out, because it's hard to find, at least around here, a punch set that small, what I did was I got 2 drill bits. Now, they are kind of hard to find, and I will admit I went to I called 5 different hardware stores, and 4 of them had no clue what I was talking about. But here are the drill bits I used. The number 54 is the slightly bigger one that I used to drill the hole. Now, when I had to knock out the old roll pin and insert the new roll pin, because I couldn't get a punch set and because the drill bits were cheap enough, I got a number 55 drill bit, which is slightly smaller, and I used that and my brass hammer to knock out the roll pin and then insert the new one. So that's how I installed them. If you've got a full punch set, you might not have to worry about that. You might just have a number 54 punch and be able to go from there. But, you know, everybody's got different level of tools, and that's how I did it. So installation was fairly easy, didn't take too long at all. Between my stumbling and everything else, even with that, it was probably less than an hour. Sight picture is really nice. These are set up as, you know, CCW sights. They're set up to be fast acquisition, and I gotta say, they're very easy to grab. I mean, I've had the gun out to the range. I have had some issues with the gun, so I haven't had the chance to shoot it as much as I wanted to, but I have still been able to take it out several times at different distances with the sights installed. And I gotta say, I really like these sights. The fast acquisition is nice, and that's what's important in a self-defense situation, is being able to acquire a sight picture quickly. You know, being able to bring your gun on target and stop whatever threat you're dealing with quickly. So I would not recommend them if you're looking for, you know, a target gun. Obviously you're going to want a different style sight, but if you're looking for a good set of accurate and low light situation sights, I would definitely recommend the XS Big Dots. They do make a couple different variants. I know they make the small dot, and I know that they I originally was back and forth on the small dot, or standard dot I should say, and the big dot, because I was worried about the dot being too big for the rear sight, and I'm here to tell you it's not. When you look at it close up, I don't know how well if it'll focus, but the dot itself merely fills the entire front post, whereas I believe with the standard dot, it's the same size post and it's just a smaller dot. So I would highly recommend, if you're looking at them, just trust me and get the big dot compared to the standard dot, because as you can see, and this is a standard Smith and Wesson rear sight, it fills that very nicely. It's no trouble at all. Now I did, for anybody with a 69, I did replace my rear sight with the white outline sight. I had them send me, it's a little bit taller than the standard sight, but like I said, that's standard Smith and Wesson equipment, but it creates a very nice sight picture. And I would definitely, if you're looking for a good set of night sights, give them a consideration. But yeah, that's my review on them. That's what I think of them. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and have a good day.